Right then folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today we're going to be coming out of Renegade Brewery and it is their Taiga. Now, I've wanted to get this ever since this kind of first came out. It's a West Coast Pale Ale, but it's not just a West Coast Pale Ale. It's coming in at 5.5% ABV and it is basically brewed with the kind of spent Christmas trees or used Christmas trees from Christmas. But yeah, I'll read into it. It says, we're brewing runaway beers for the renegades, misfits and adventurers. Take an uplifting walk through a lush evergreen forest. Top notes of grapefruit and orange zest begin your journey, leading you through delicate florals and finishing with crisp piney bitterness, sustainably crafted with Yandon Christmas trees. And I can't remember whether they were using like the mash, or I think they were using the mash and it's kind of filtered through it, that sort of thing. Best before January 2026. Store cold, drink fresh. One of the newer ones. Well, it is a new one, obviously, of course, from Renegade. Hopefully this year we'll see some more new releases from Renegade. I remember Renegade as obviously being West Berkshire Brewery, and there's a whole story behind that and I won't go into it, but I remember loads of contract brews being done by them and obviously shipped to various pubs. One of the ones which I was working in, I can't remember what brewery it was. I think it was like Big Hug might have been doing it, or it was Yeasty. I think it was Yeasty Boys who were contract brewing there. Maybe even Brewdog at some point as well, but I can't remember if I had Brewdog or not. It was a very long time ago. It was like 7-8 years. But anyway, so they've more recently kind of made an adjustment of the business since becoming Renegade and started brewing a couple of new beers and new styles and new variants. And obviously the New England IPA, I didn't review it actually, I had it literally a couple of hours after buying it. That was fantastic, and I'll have to pick up a 12 pack of that because I really love that beer. Really love that beer. I was massively hungover when drinking it, but I really loved it. Pardon me. But yeah, so I'll have to pick it up and give it a go again. But there we go, with the West Coast. Frog in the throat. Frog in the throat. No, so, yeah, that's proper old school. I even had the snake oil as well. That was banging. That was really good. This again smells proper like old school West Coasty. Like sweet and then a bit of pine. Bit of a honeydew melon. Floral, grassy. We'll dive in. Cheers. Really crisp, quite dry, quite a large amount of bitterness on this one. It'd be interesting to know what hops they've used in it, because it's almost like it's so fresh and clean and dry that I'm almost kind of pointing towards something that's extremely high alpha, like Columbus or maybe Green Bullet or something like that. And then behind it, slightly floral, slightly grassy. There's not too much really that sits behind it, unfortunately. It's almost, I mean, I've brewed a beer very similar to this with certain hops, and I would admit myself that it was probably a little bit one-dimensional the way it turned out, but you live and learn with these sort of things. Yeah, I'd say it's just like a little bit too intensely bitter, a little bit too dry, a little bit too chalky as well, and drying. But it is a proper, it tastes like it's been brewed with pine and Christmas trees, because it's really fresh and everything like that. So yeah, Renegade, their Taiga, not the best for me, but interesting to try nonetheless. Anyway, see you next one. Cheers.